Hi Sugar, just coming at you guys today with a makeup tutorial for this very look here. So if you want to see how I created this and how I got this face, go ahead, continue watching, give me a like, give me a comment, subscribe to my channel before you leave me today, and I hope you guys have a fun time. Hi Sugar, it's Jordan here, deciding to do a makeup tutorial today. If you want to know how to do your makeup like I do my makeup, then I've got a video for you here. So I'm going to go ahead and just walk you through my basic routine, show you how I do things, show you how you could do things. Maybe you'll learn a few things, and maybe you'll learn that I'm an idiot. So first, we're going to go in with the Farsali, the Haldi Eyes, which is just to make me feel bougie. Their stuff is amazing. I used to love their primers, but I recently, like the Skin Tune Blur and all that is amazing. I love it. I recently stopped using primers, so I don't use the Farsali primers anymore, but I do highly recommend them if you like primers. So now I'm actually going to go in with my Velour Lip Scrub from Jeffree Star. Now this is actually Rainbow Sherbet, but I ripped off the label because I just thought it was really cute. Now it's super gross because it's exfoliating dead skin off my lips, but it tastes so good that I'm just going to lick it off. Because I can. And I'm a gross bitch. So, there's that. Alright, and then last but not least, for our little prep steps here. So I just got this in my most recent BoxyCharm. It is the Wander Beauty Glow Ahead Illuminating Face Oil. I'm gonna rub this all over. I really like this because it's not super oily, and it gives my face still that little tiny bit of a tacky base that I don't get anymore since I don't use primer. This is the Becca Hydra Mist Set and Refresh Powder. Now this is totally translucent and it is awesome. Again, I got this in this month's BoxyCharm, totally boxy, and it is totally foxy, okay? I'm in love with it. So when you open it up here, it's got this little clasp in here that actually like opens up and stays in. It's really, really nice quality. And it says, keep me closed to keep me cool. So you gotta pop it open. And then in here, I don't want to spill any out, but you can see the powders in there. And there's like that little meshy thing, which is like, it's like a little trampoline. It's very, very soft mesh, like bouncy, and I love it. So I'm going to go ahead and take my damp beauty sponge, which is the Jeffree Morphe Star Sponge Trio. I have an addiction to these. This is the only beauty blender, beauty sponge that I use. And this is where I would normally apply a primer to my entire face. So this is going to act as my primer. It's going to create a little bit of a barrier between the foundation and the rest of the makeup, hopefully. We'll see. And then I'm also going to go in with a brush. I'm just kind of with a little bit more product. And then I'm just going to take this and just kind of like lightly redust. Alright. I say alright way too much. I'm like Matthew McConaughey and freaking Fast Times. Alright. Alright, so the next part of my makeup routine is my eyebrows. And I think I'm going to try and film it. So, either following this part, you will see an eyebrow tutorial, or you will see a jump cut to my eyebrows being completely done, because that part of the video got incredibly frustrating. Here we go. So even if I don't end up showing you guys exactly how my brows go for me, I do want to show you the products I'm going to use. So I do love Benefit's brow products. They are awesome. I really do love them. I'm always trying to switch it up, but I always end up coming back. Usually I go pretty dark with my brows, but I decided to try to lighten them up just a little bit. So I'm going with shade 3, and this is the Precisely My Brow. It's just a really nice, fine brow pencil. But I also got the Gimme Brow in shade 3, which I have not tried before. So this will be a little bit of like a first impressions, like kind of, I don't know. So, ooh. So it's got like a little wand. So I'm hoping to be able to do like the front of the brows with this and keep it kind of like soft towards the front. And then we'll go in and do something more dramatic towards the ends. Okay, so kind of start with something like that. It doesn't have to be clean at all because we're going to take our makeup wipes and we're going to carve it out like you don't even know, like nobody's business. Already this is incredibly frustrating. Alright, so now we're just going to go ahead and try to brush that up to blend it out a little bit. This is going to take so ridiculously long. This is stupid. I hate eyebrows. So, we're going to start by carving out underneath, and then we're going to start by carving out on top. And we're also going to go in and carve out with some concealer in a bit, because we don't mess around. We want our brows to be sharp. Alright, so now that I've got the bottom and the top of this brow carved out, I'm going to go in and try a little bit of this Gimme Brow. I'm digging it. And 1 bowl and 1 hour and 1 mental breakdown later, we're back and we are browed. I am going to go in with a little bit of Shape Tape Concealer. This is in shade Porcelain Beige. 8B is the absolute lightest shade. So I just go ahead, I'm going to take a little bit of this here, and I'm going to take my brow carving brush, which is this Morphe unnumbered brush that looks like this. It's got the roundy top. It's like a packing brush, but I use them for carving out my brows, and I also use it to pop on my concealer. So let's go ahead and carve these babies out. So I start underneath, just kind of go right along the arch, and then follow along and connect through to the front there. So now we're going to go in with our Anastasia Beauty primer, eye primer. This is the best eye primer on the market right now, I believe. I think we all know that, right? Are we all in agreement with that in the beauty community? It's fantastic. This is the miniature size. You guys know I love miniatures. They are fantastic. They are cheaper. They are fantastic. I like to just take a little bit and go just dab and dab right on, and then, you know, just kind of blink and move it around the creases itself. And then I just take my same brush that I just used to do my little carve out under the brow concealer moment, and just blend that out a little bit. But then I am going to go in again with my mini Jeffree Star Trio Beauty Sponge and blend it out even more. Alright, now like I said, we're going to go in with our mini Jeffree Star Beauty Sponge, and we're just going to go ahead and blend that out just a little bit more around the edges and all that good stuff before we lay down our eyeshadow. Now I do my eyes first, just because I will die if I have to restart my eyes, or if I mess up my eyes and I have a full face of primer, foundation, setting powder, everything laid down, and then I have to go in and redo it. So from here, we're going to go ahead and we're going to do our eyeshadow. But first, we're going to lay down some tape. Tape. Oh, Jordan, you shouldn't put tape on your face. It's terrible. It's going to give you wrinkles. I know. My esthetician told me. She yelled at me. She wasn't happy about it. Okay? But do I care? No. I care about a sharp ass. Alright guys, so I am going to go in first with the Jeffree Star Morphe Artistry Palette, which is wonderful. If you haven't picked it up yet, you definitely need to. And I'm going to go in with shade Mogul Rot Her, which is flawless and beautiful. Kind of like a dark burgundy, purplish, I don't know. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to pack that on the lid, in the crease and underneath. So we're going to go ahead and really pack that on. So again, this is shade Mogul. I'm just taking it and kind of doing a nice, like, all over moment right there. Leaving it a little bit light, but not too, you know, not too worried about it in the inner corner there. We're going to go in and we're going to soften that up, blend it out, and maybe even cut that crease. We haven't decided yet. We don't know. So now we're going to put this artistry palette down, and we are going to go in and we're going to pick up our Mini Breaker palette. Boom. We're gonna take a fresh brush and we're gonna go in with shade Foreplay, which is one of my absolute favorite shades ever. And we're gonna use that to blend out Mogul. Now, Foreplay is this kind of like, very, more of a pinky purple, but a little bit lighter. So I wanna just kind of soften this and blend that up. So these palettes are incredibly complementary. Do not feel like you need to limit yourself to one. We're gonna go back in with our Artistry palette. I wanna take some of that Pink Fleet and go a little higher and blend a little bit more into that pinkish purplish zone. Just a little. So we're gonna tap that out. And I don't wanna bring it up too much, even though I'm probably going to, because that's what happens. And again, this is Pink Fleet. Notice it going higher and higher? Yeah, me too. So that looks really nice. A little bit darker than I was going for, but whatever. Who even knows? Alright, now I do want to go in with Vroom Vroom. This is kind of like dark grayish color. Alright, so we're going to go in with Vroom Vroom. And I don't know why, because it doesn't really match our scheme at all that we're doing. But we're going to try to use like barely Vroom Vroom. Like right in here. And darken that up and blend. So that you can like barely notice that you even used it. And nobody will know. It'll be our little secret. Okay, I like the, yeah, it just kind of adds like a little bit of a darken, like kind of a deepening effect. The deepening. So I'm going to go in with a little bit more. Yeah, and that actually blends in really nice with those other colors, so that's good too. Okay. So now we're going to go in with all of our shimmery, fun, bright colors and brighten everything up. So I like to take something a little more tightly tapered, like this guy here, which is a Morphe unnumbered, unnamed brush. Jeez. Me and my Morphe unnamed, unnumbered brushes, I tell you what. I want to do something really nice and light right underneath the brow, but I don't want to go too crazy. So I think I'm going to go in with shade Lynn, and then like a touch of Designer Label. And just like right under the brow. And across the brow. Boom, baby. That's cute, right? It is actually cute. That's cool. So now for the inner corner, I want to go really bright. So what we're going to go in with is Welcome, which is this incredibly bright shade here. So Welcome. Oh, that's bright as shit. Okay. And then we're gonna grab a fresh brush. Another little small tapered brush. This is actually the Morphe Jeffree Star JS13. And we're gonna go in with 2, which is also a really nice light shade, but it's got a little bit more of a pinkish. And then we're just gonna kinda, yes, blend that into that and up. So now I'm going to go in with a little bit of Self-Made on that same brush, that JS13. Self-Made is this really like bright pink color. And we're just going to kind of trace in like that and follow down. I was not going to do a pink look, but then I did it because I don't know why. I like pink looks. Alright, so I want to go back in with shade Lynn and soften up the whole inside here. So we're going to take this all here and just kind of make this messy. Messy, because that's how I do it. And then go in with a bigger brush. But we'll go in with a little bit of the shade Back, because it's got a little bit of a pinkish tint to it. Just a really soft one. And I'm just going to pull all of it in. Soften it up. Cool. We're going to leave this as is. We're going to do the other eye off camera. And then we're going to come back and we're going to put on some lashes and liners. Boom! Both eyes done. Do you like how I did that so fast? Just kidding. 1 hour later. So Epic Ink Liner by NYX is one of my absolute favorite go-to eyeliners. I love it. So we're just going to go ahead and go right on top of the lash line here and try to create something thin. We want to try to keep it from going all the way to the inner corner just to keep that really bright in there. So if you guys follow me at all, if you guys follow me anywhere on Twitter or Instagram, you will know that my absolute favorite lashes are the velour lashes. I live for velour lashes. I love velour lashes. They're my favorite. And I have a pair that I wear all the time. They're phenomenal, and I wear them all the time. And so today I lost one of them. But while I was out and about, I did manage to pick up for the very first time a set of e.l.f. lashes, which I'm kind of excited to try. And these are the Luxe Lash Kit Winged and Bold. Now, I'm not going to apply these until after I apply my foundation, but I am going to go ahead and bust them out just to check them out and show them to you guys. And they do come with this nice little lash tweezers, which I appreciate because they're like, they were either $2 or $4. Like, I couldn't believe it. But these are my favorite kind of lashes. So we're going to go ahead and do those after we beat this face. So here we go. Actually, let's rip this tape off. Ready? 3, 2, 1. So I'm using a new foundation today. I usually use the Urban Decay All Nighter. Ooh, I just opened that. Which I love. It's like my tried and true, but I was running low and I kind of wanted to try something different. So I decided to try the Tarte Shape Tape Face Tape Foundation. So this is supposedly a very similar formula to everybody's favorite Shape Tape Concealer. And it was really cool because whenever I was at Ulta Beauty today, apparently the Tarte expert was there. So she helped shade match me. So this is shade 12 and Fair Neutral. So I'm going to go ahead and take that same damp beauty blender that I used in the beginning to apply that powder to my face. And we're going to go right in. So this is my first impression of the Face Tape Foundation. Let's see what your girl thinks. I'm really nervous to try a new foundation, but I'm also really, really excited. And I'm assuming that since the, don't forget your ear, girl, don't forget your ear. I'm assuming that since the Shape Tape formula doesn't break me out, hopefully this one won't either. I have really, really oily skin. So I like to use a foundation that's going to be really mattifying and kind of drying. And that can be tricky. Because a lot of people, obviously, they don't want to look too dry. And I'm like, I need to look as dry as I can. So far, I'm really, really liking the way that this is laying down. This foundation looks really nice. It feels really nice. It feels really lightweight. And it's a nice full coverage, which I live for. I just love those shots. I don't know why. They always look cool. So, getting kind of carved out here. I just like to take a little foundation, put it on the back of my hand, and then take my sponge and get that, like, carved angle. So I literally, like, take my beauty blender and drag that angle and just boom. Alright, so now my face is beat. Now I'm going to go in with just a little bit of the Shape Tape Concealer. And we're just going to carve everything out just a little bit more. So you'll see. I'll be right back. Bam. Alright. That's my face beat. Now I'm going to go back in with this Becca translucent powder, and we're just going to go ahead and set everything. Ooh, boom. Ooh. Ah. Yes. Love this foundation. I can't get over how much I'm loving this foundation. Alright, and then I'm going to go ahead and take another brush. Actually, I think it's the same brush that I used before. And I'm just going to bring that down the neck. Just like that. Boom. And that's my face beat and set. So let's go ahead, let's contour, let's highlight, and then we'll go ahead and we'll pop on those lashes. So for my contour, I'm a really big fan of this Urban Decay bronzer that I've had for so long that I stole from my mother when I was in high school. Oof. Oof. Alright, that's feeling good. And then I like to do under the jaw contour, and then I like to make my temples look really deep because that's the jam, right? You gotta have deep temples or you ain't shit. And then I go in and I bronze that forehead. That smells good. I don't need to do anything too crazy. So now we're gonna do just a little bit of blush. I'm gonna go in with this Bang Beauty, which you can't see because I've used it like crazy. This is Smoked Peach Blush. It's got like a little bit of shimmer to it, which I really like. Now I'm gonna go in with my favorite highlighter right now. We're gonna go with this Becca in shade Moonstone, which is one of my favorite highlighters. I love it. And then I just like to swirl it, like swirl. I like using smaller brushes for my highlight. Ooh, you see that? You see that shook look? So now we're actually gonna go back in before anything else too, and we're gonna contour the nose. So we're gonna of course use my same old as fuck Urban Decay baked bronzer. We're gonna use this bougie brush. You know these bougie brushes? Barely any, just like that. And then we're gonna go do 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 do. Yeah. No, go underneath. It's like a pouty look. Hi, I'm in your face AF. I just thought I'd get a little closer so you guys could see me do these lashes. Or attempt to do these lashes. Oh my god, I'm gonna have a mental breakdown. Okay, so these did not come with glue, but luckily I have my velour lash glue. Now, as I said earlier, I lost my velour lash today, and I'm so depressed about it. But I will say that velour has some of the best lash glue ever. I love it. It's so easy to use. It comes in this awesome tube with this nifty little applicator. So as you can see, I love the way that this lash glue goes on. It's so smooth. It's so nice. I really like it. So go ahead and let that dry out. Oh, I'm so nervous. Okay. That's not too bad. Obviously, they need to be tightened up. And then I can go and lay down a little bit more glue along the lash line to help them stick a little better. So now that I have both of my lashes applied, which actually look pretty flawless, go elf, I'm feeling it, I'm feeling it. I'm gonna go right underneath and really darken up the waterline underneath the eyelashes and go in with a black. But we're gonna go in on the bottom liner with a little bit of a surprise color. Well, it's not really a surprise color if you watch my other videos, but, oh, I was trying to open this and I couldn't because I was opening it from the wrong side. So again, we're just gonna go right underneath. And again, we don't want to bring it all the way in because we want to keep that inner corner really, really bright. I do this thing where I just kind of like put it's probably a terrible technique, whatever. I do this thing where I just take it and I like put it on my waterline and I just close my eye and press and just go. Seems to work. That just gives that a little bit more depth and definition. So for our bottom liner, I want to go in with this velour lip liner in shade Doll Parts. It's incredibly unsharpened and I can't find my sharpener right now, so I'm probably about to really injure myself by trying to stab this onto my bottom lash. But you know what? You gotta do it for the views, baby. Alright. And we're just gonna do that really softly because we're also gonna come in underneath and add a little more shadow in there. But I love the way that this liner works as an eyeliner with like pink looks. Like these velour lip liners are phenomenal as eyeliners. Get on the game. Most of his products are eye safe, which I really appreciate. I love that. Alright. Now time to go in and do a little mascara. So we're going to go in with the Big Ego from Tarte, which I got in my most recent BoxyCharm box, which again, totally boxy this month, wasn't totally foxy. Go BoxyCharm. So I'm just going to take this and it's really going to give my, this helps me know like my lashes are good and on. And I'm going to really lightly go on the bottom because like I said, I'm still going to go in with some powder underneath too. I just want to lightly define those. And then we're going to go in and do the other eye. And again, this is how I know like those lashes are shook, baby, because they're not even coming off with my mascara wand. They ain't coming off, okay? And this Big Ego mascara by itself is amazing too. I love it. It's fantastic. I've been using it for a couple days now and it's really flawless. Okay, like I said, we're going to go in, we're going to do this. This is the JS13, so again, another little one. And we're going to go in with a light pink here. I want to go in with Bubblegum and just like really just light blend that in. Just underneath to blend into that shimmer. And it blends in with that Doll Parts really well. So I think we're just about done, you guys. Oh my gosh, we're so close. So last, but not least, before I do my Starberry Setting Mist, which is my absolute favorite thing in the world right now. I love it. I'm constantly like just spraying it on myself. I need a miniature that fits in my purse. Get on it, Morphe. Get on it. Get on it. You need to get on it because I need it. So we're going to go in with shade, you know what? I want to go in with something a little darker actually. So we're going to go in with shade Scorpio, which is actually my favorite Jeffree Star Velour Liquid Lip shade. And we're going to do these lips, baby. Here we go. Alright, we are lashed, we are lined, we are lipped, we are beat, we have everything done. I think the last thing to do is just go ahead and drown ourselves in the sweet, sweet scent of Starberry. Oh, if only I could shower in it, or just bathe in it, or anything. I would just love it. Well, I hope you guys had a good time with me today. This is my makeup tutorial, or I think I'll call it tutorial makeup my way, the Jordan way. You know, everybody does makeup different. This isn't how to do it. This is just how I do it. So don't feel like anything that I did is right. Don't, you know what? And if you feel like it's wrong, that's on you, boo, because I feel like I look pretty damn good. I had a fun time filming with you guys today. If you want to see more from me, let me know. Hopefully I can do a tutorial sometime that doesn't involve a pink look, but again, like I've said before, fall is coming, so hopefully I'll be inspired with some new shades and some new colors. So I love you guys so much. Please follow me down below. I'll link my last video below, which I filmed directly before this. And if you guys want to go ahead and support me on Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff, I'll go ahead and link that down below as well. Please hit that notification bell, all that good stuff. Love you guys.